Hello students, welcome to Rishikul Online School. We have completed chapter number 10. Now we will discuss the in-text questions of chapter 10. First question, which is on page number 134, is that state the universal law of gravitation. Universal law of gravitation states that every object in the universe attract every other object with a force which is called gravitation force, and this force is acting between two objects is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. Now second question is that we have to write the formula to find the magnitude of the gravitation force between the earth and an object on the surface of the earth. So first object is earth and second object is another object which is on the surface of earth. So we will consider F is a force of attraction between an object on the surface of earth and earth. Also we consider M is the mass of the object on the surface of the earth, and ME, we denote the mass of earth as ME. Therefore, the formula for magnitude of the gravitation force between the earth and an object on the surface of earth is given by F is equal to GMM upon R square. Now, let us move to first question, which is given on page 136, that what do you mean by free fall? My dear students, Earth's gravity attracts each object to its center. That is why every object is attracted towards the earth. When an object is dropped from a certain height under the influence of gravitation force, it begins to fall to the surface of the earth. That is why whenever any object is thrown in upward direction, it always falls towards the earth. And such an object movement is called free fall. It means movement of any object towards earth under gravitation force is called free fall. So it is the definition of free fall. Now second question is, what do you mean by acceleration due to gravity? Now acceleration due to gravity, which is denoted by small g, when an object falls freely from a certain height towards the earth's surface, its velocity changes. Obviously its velocity will increase because it is moving in the direction of the force. The force of gravity is downward direction, and object is also falling in the downward direction. That is why the velocity of the object will increase. And this velocity change, whenever any velocity is change of any object, then you know that acceleration is produced. So that acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity, and it is represented by small g, and its value is also constant. As I have told you, small g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. This is the value. Now let's move to page number 138. First question is the difference between mass and weight. This I have told you during my video lecture also. Mass and weight. Mass is a quantity of matter contained in the body, and weight is a force of gravity acting on the body. And then mass is measured. Mass is a measure of inertia of the body, and weight is a measure of gravity. Then mass has only magnitude. It means mass is a scalar quantity, but weight is a vector quantity because it has magnitude as well as direction. Then mass is a constant quantity. It does not change. Its value does not change from place to place. But weight is not a constant quantity. It is different at different places, because the formula of weight is W is equal to M into G, and G, that is acceleration due to gravity, is changed from place to place. That is why weight is also changed. Now next point is of SI unit. SI unit of mass is kilogram, and SI unit of weight is Newton, that is of force. Now next question is, why is the weight of an object on moon 1 upon 6 its weight on the earth? As I told you, weight changes from place to place, and when we move at moon, our weight also becomes 1 upon 6 times. Why? Now let us see what is the answer. The moon's mass is 1 upon 100 times and 1 upon 4 times the earth's radius. As a result, when compared to earth, the gravitation attraction on the moon is about 1/6. Thus, an object weight on the moon is 1/6 its earth weight. So this is the reason. I hope you've understood all these questions. In my next video lecture, I will discuss the exercise questions of this chapter. Thank you.